All right, I am upstairs here. So this deck needs a little bit of love, but overall, it's I'm up here. So, all right, I'm gonna come in here and see. We have a little bit of repairs here to do with some of the siding and the door jamb transition strip here. This isn't correct at the seam. So I'm gonna come in. So we got new flooring that's been laid down. I imagine it's gonna need to come up, and I'll show you why here in a moment. But we got a window open. Drywall looks pretty decent, but I'm seeing some sloping. You can see it kind of up there. And you know, the age of these homes, electrical panel. You know, here's a bathroom that they put in here. It looks like they did this right. There's a Schluter on the outside. Hopefully they put Durock up back behind it, but that looks like green board here. So this looks like this was done correctly, which is a good sign. Here's some plumbing that was done. And then coming into here, you know, it looks like they came a pretty good ways with some of these renovations here. Like here's your kitchen. There's already granite tops in, a little bit of separation there. Everything's already been knocked down. We put a little fixture up there. All these floors have been covered. There's like a little pantry. But let's see here. Here's your landing. Doesn't look too bad. Obviously you see all the light coming in through the door, so that's gonna need to be addressed. Some drywall cracking here. You kind of come into this little landing area, but my concern is this floor here. Right here where my foot is, there's a nice like drop down, it like slopes down. And then right here, there's some bubbling. But a little bit of bubbled up drywall here. That's gonna need to be addressed. Coming into here, here's all your doors. HVAC looks like there was some things that were done. Address the baseboard. It's hard to see in the video, but there's definitely some sloping kind of going on in this hall. And the thing is, it's very common in these older homes, but I would just recommend getting, you know, a structural company, like a foundation company, to come out, take a look. I mean, like this, I mean, this is like a hill. So coming back in from these upstairs floors here. But I mean, that's natural settling that happens over the course of time. But I mean, cosmetically, some of the stuff is okay. Obviously, you know, right up here, you got a little bit of drywall repair to do and baseboard, all that fun kind of stuff, closet shelving. But yeah, I mean, overall, it looks like they've done some of the stuff. There's your HVAC. This looks like it's a little newer here, so that's helpful. And yeah, this is the upstairs unit. All right, so back downstairs, like I said, this is need a little bit of love, and definitely want to get somebody up underneath that crawl space to check out what's going on up underneath, and then, you know, address any wood rot on the deck. You need skirting, all the fun stuff here. Windows look okay. Soffit and fascia up there. There is some rot on those soffits that I can visibly see from the ground. See if I can kind of zoom in, especially in the front of the house, I can see it real good. But yeah, there's some wood rot up there going on. And this stair landing here, there's a board up there not looking too hot, so address this. That's pretty simple overall. A little bit of bowing up there at the fascia. And this fence needs a little bit of love to get it back open. Let's see if I can get it out of here. Boom. No, I can't. because this is on the other side. Most positive. All right, I was able to successfully exit the gate there, and here is outside. House next door is condemned, but yeah, we got some more issues going on with the soffit and fascia out here for sure. I'll zoom in. Yep. So imagine some of that could just be peeling paint. So it looks like wood rot, but it could be the old paint color, so that's hard to tell unless I was actually up there poking around at it. But all this brick looks okay. I don't see any major cracking. This needs to be addressed a little bit more properly. But here's going back to the side of the house. Here's the house next door is condemned. You know, I can see a little bit of dipping in the fascia up there, so soffit and fascia needs to be addressed. And the siding overall looks okay. Again, I would just get somebody up underneath this house to take a good look at the foundation and, you know, check out the subfloor in between. I think that's going to be important. But here we go inside. So coming in here, you've already got a little bit of drywall. Everything's been prepared for texture. But here's where, you know, I can see some settlement. You can see that it's kind of tilting down there. Same thing with the floors. I mean, you can just see the pitch, which is indicative that, you know, settling. And just as long as everything is structurally safe and sound, and a little bit of settling in these older homes is to be expected. So I'll go back to that again. Definitely going to want to paint. This is likely lead based. If you can see that the greening in there, but I could be wrong. But if it's an older house like this, a lot of times you get lead based paint. This needs to be addressed. It's pretty simple drywall. This room looks pretty good overall. You know, again, and if you had to do any subfloor repairs, you could rip these floors up. And since they snap in place, you might be able to salvage some of them. But right here, this is very soft. Like this, I would take this floor up and address this subfloor here. Kitchen looks pretty nice. Do need some drywall repairs in here. And it looks like all this tile was installed decently. You can see right here where it's not 100% flush, but that's not a huge deal. So yeah, not a bad little kitchen area, but I am concerned about this run and then coming down into here. Obviously door repair, jam, and then same thing here. There's a little bit of sloping on the floor, but they've come a pretty good way. Another nice sized bedroom. Paint, all the fun stuff there. And then here's this little bathroom. And I was looking at it and I see some Schluter, and that's green board. So it looks like they did this correctly too, which is nice. So your bathrooms are pretty much ready to rock and roll. Newer toilet, you know, just need a top on the vanity. So, I mean, I think they've come a pretty good ways here. My only biggest question is going to be about the structure and making sure that you have a structural engineer or a foundation company at an absolute minimum come out here and give their assessment. But other than that, I think it's a pretty decent little property, and just needs the rest of the cosmetic touches and be ready to rock and roll.